website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. So, what can we learn from Kirk Hammet? Well, one of the very distinct features of every single one of his solos, almost. I haven't heard them all, but every single one I've heard has this element built into it. And it's built into every single solo you ever hear, but it's just so obvious. It's so clear when you hear Kirk Hammet play solos, and that is that he's very keen on focusing on the structure of the solo. He designs a loopable pattern for each period in the solo. And then he loops that, and then he goes on to another. And it creates kind of a predictability to what you hear that some people really like, especially the audience, because we can almost sing along with it because you play the same thing over and over again, and then you go on to something new. And the same structure is in a song, right? You got a verse, you got a chorus, you got a bridge. And that verse is like 8 bars, or it's 16 bars, or it's 4 bars. It's always equal numbers. It's never 2, that's too short, right? But it's 4, 8, something like that. And the chorus as well, right? And so what are periods? Well, it's basically couples of stuff, right? In music, we have like 8 notes, right? Or quarter notes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's work on that level. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 again. That's an equal number. That consists. That's what a bar consists of, right? And then 2 bars is like 8 of these, or 2 of these entities of 4 pulse beats, you could say. And that's a period already there. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, a new one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a new one, right? And you can write a song like that with a 2-bar format. Please stick with me. This is so important. Huge revelation for me when I figured this out. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. See, this is a riff. Very simple riff that illustrates a 2-bar period. Also that, because it's got an ending to it. Right? I would change, if I were to play like Kirk Hammett, I would change my riff or my lick every time I heard that 2-bar period end. But we can also have a 4-bar period. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, right? And the ability to sense that, to sense everything in pairs, or 4 bars, or 8 bars, and to sense when we are getting to the end of it and over in a new period is crucial to soloing. If you cannot do that without even thinking about it, without even focusing on it, if it's not a natural, automatic thing in your body and mind, at the back of your mind, I should say, then you simply cannot play a solo with structure. And that's where solo strumming comes in, which is our new program here you can go check out by clicking the link below this video. But you can start practicing this right away by simply playing repetitive patterns when you solo and then having them shift. It sounds perhaps a little naive, a little too simple when you start doing it, but it's imperative that you can do this before you start playing the more advanced stuff, which is, breaking up that sense of period, playing the periods and then, messing with it. But don't mess with it if you can't play something that very much illustrates those periods in the solo. So let's say, just for an example here, that we got like a riff, right? There's a right? 2 bars now, 2nd bar, 3rd bar, and 4th bar, and 1st bar. little bit, second bar. And this whole thing, you can totally, if you're not doing anything else, you can focus on this and you can totally get into it, right? Okay. You know, when here comes the drum riff or beat and you can feel it in your body. But the problem is that once you start playing solos, you focus so much on what's going on here that you forget about this and it leaves your body. And in order to integrate the two, the soloing and that sense of a period, you have to absolutely play something that illustrates that, right? And so I can do that by going, okay, play a loopable pattern like Kirk Hammet. Like, I can go something as simple as... whatever it is, right? Where I play something loopable and then I end it in the same way. So I play with the period. That was a little bit too advanced, actually. And if any of this is too advanced, you can just play one note or just a couple of notes. Here we go. I'm ending it all the time. I'm playing with the periods in the music. And again, if any of this is too hard, you can just go... if you have to go that simple in order to stay with the periods in the music and listen for when it's over, you get to the next piece, then you have to stay there. You have to start there and then build from there. What happens if you do this? If you focus on playing something as so simple, so you can stay and feel the period there, and you can naturally and easily know and end your line by playing another note, whatever it is, and it's easy because what you play here corresponds with what is there, and then gradually, easily, you play something more and more complex because it becomes a natural thing. If you start simple and build, and you can build, a week, 2 weeks, a month of doing this, and I promise you it becomes more and more natural. And just a couple of months, and it's totally in your spine, right? But as I said, go check out our solo strumming program, which will give you this ability in the most amazing way possible because we break it down. Once you are connected with the rhythm and everything you play when it comes to a single note basis or a double note basis when you solo, it's connecting deeply to your strumming patterns and your rhythm, then suddenly it becomes so easy not only to be focused on the quarter notes and the eighth notes and the 16th notes and the triplets and everything up here, but it also creates that sense of where you are in the music. So you can start and end your solo with a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can build everything, and you can do it intuitively without having to think of, oh, okay, here we go. We start, and that was 1 bar, and this is 2 bars, and this is 4, right? You don't have to have any focus on it at all. It's just an automated thing. And once it's there, it's just the most amazing thing because you can really relax suddenly and just play. So go check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.